Hey everyone, it's Catherine here, and I thought I'm sitting in an open house right now, and I thought I would go ahead and shoot a little video because the property that I'm in is a manufactured home. So right now I'm sitting in a property I have for sale in case you're interested. Its address is 35248 Ada Avenue in Zephyr Hills. This is a 55 and up community. This is a 2-bed, 2-bath, single wide, but the owner, you can see how the roof is different right here? I'm trying to watch my finger right here. So this whole section, about 5 feet wide, was added on. So there's a lot more living space in here, and it doesn't really feel like a single wide. But what I wanted to talk to you about today is I got a lot of people that are interested in purchasing properties, and they want to know, a lot of times they see like these manufactured homes that are like $12,000, right? And they're like, wow, that's such a good deal. But what they don't understand is those are lot rent communities. So what I want to talk to you a little bit about today is what is the difference between a lot rent home, sorry, I'm just checking to make sure there's nobody coming, a lot rent home and regular real estate. So there's a lot of intricacies here. I'm going to do a really general overview for you. But remember, I'm a real estate agent. So I'm working on creating a company to also sell lot rent communities, but I'm not there yet. So I may also be a little biased because I can't sell one of these property types, right? I can't sell anything that's on lot rent, but here we go. So the first thing you have to look at is the price. So this is a single wide manufactured home. You could probably buy one of these for $20,000 in a lot rent community, versus this one is listed for just under $70,000 in a regular real estate fee simple community. So the question is, what's the difference, right? So this one, the HOA fee is under $1,000 a year. But when you go into lot rent communities, sometimes those are $600, $700 a month that you're paying in lot fees. So you have to think to yourself, okay, maybe I'm paying a little bit less for this up front, but you have to really look at what all those fees entail. When you're looking at these types of communities, the HOA fee can include many different things. Some places it even includes water and sewer. So you have to be really careful and really look to see what the HOA fee covers. Now, let's just talk about lot rent communities. Here's the problem with lot rent communities, guys. All right, so let's say you buy into one of these and you buy in and the lot rent is $400 a month. They can raise it whenever they want to. You know, usually it's raised on a yearly basis from what I'm told. But I know that some communities, you know, people will buy in and 15 years later, it's doubled in lot rent per month. Now, the problem is that $20,000 manufactured home you're not going to get $20,000 for it. Think about a car and depreciation. It really is only worth what somebody is willing to pay for it. Now, with real estate, you own the land. So there's a lot of appreciation value. Even as a manufactured home grows in age, you would think it would decrease. But in reality, a lot of times the values increase in them as long as they are maintained. And that's because of the regular real estate market increase in values, especially because of the land component. So there are different ownership options in these different communities. There's a fee simple ownership, which is just like buying a house. Some of them are condominium ownerships, and some of them are cooperative ownerships. And that's something for a whole other video. Now, the other thing is that, yes, you are going to pay property taxes on a real estate manufactured home. But guess what? If you are 55 plus and you are going to live in these full time, most of these, even if you don't live in them full time, are only like $800 a year in property taxes. But if you live here full time, you can homestead them. And a lot of times the property taxes literally go down to about $200 a year. And that's only for the non-ad valorem taxes like trash removal, fire, those taxes that no matter what you're paying every single year on. But you do get the appreciation. So I'll just tell you, there's one community in Davenport that I work a lot in. And that community, over the past 2 or 3 years, those property values have gone up almost 20 or 30%. Yeah. And the manufactured homes are from the 1990s. So you would think, wow, this is a trailer. It should be depreciating in value, but it doesn't, because you have the land value component, which is a huge deal. The other thing is, just remember that most people, if you do have, actually, I'm going to talk about financing next. I'm going to pause. I'm going to pause for a second. Let's go and talk about financing these things. So if you're buying a lot rent property, you can always finance it. Center State Bank here in Florida will finance those, whether it's a single wide, a double wide, whatever. However, these are not government-backed mortgages. So you have to remember that. These are going to be more like car loan, personal loan types of situations. So you're going to have a higher interest rate. You're going to have a shorter term. So those are things to think about. Now, on ones that you own the land, okay, so regular real estate has a tax ID number. Hi, I can help you with those. Those ones, okay, as far as financing, can be a little tricky. So if it's a single wide, even if you own the land, lenders do not finance on single wides, okay? Traditional, and I'm talking about traditional like mortgage lenders, like FHA, VA, conventional loans, things like that. Okay, so you can't go to Wells Fargo and get a mortgage on a single wide. The Center State Bank will do them. So you need to at least have a double wide in a community that is fee simple ownership. Okay, sometimes the condominium and the co-ops you could have some problems with because, for example, I have a house for sale in Ruskin, Florida. It's in a co-op. So although the asking price is $90,000, $30,000 of that is a share in the co-op. So the actual price is only $60,000 for the home because you have to do the buy-in. So what government-backed mortgage is going to loan you money for a buy-in to a community? They're not going to do that. So that's the only thing you also have to really take a look at. But the big thing really is going to be, how long you plan to stay in it. And that lot rent, because it can go up whenever they feel like it, that can be a big, big problem. Versus in regular real estate, no matter what type of ownership it is, you have homeowners associations, and those have to vote on any changes to the rules, any changes to the fees, anything like that. And so you're a little bit more protected. So a lot of times I tell people, look, if you're looking at this as more than just, I need somewhere to live and fast, buy real estate. But maybe, you're going to be coming down here. Maybe you're only going to stay in it a couple of years. Maybe you're relocating to the area. You don't really know where you want to be. Then maybe a lot rent community is for you. And down the line, I will be happy to help you with that. But right now, as a licensed real estate professional, it's only going to be regular real estate. So I hope this helped you out a little bit. I'm definitely going to go way more in depth into the different financing options, the different ownership types. We're going to take a look at a lot of different questions that people have. Why should I buy a manufactured home? Won't they blow away in a hurricane? Well, no. I used to think that too. And although, yes, they're not safe to be in a hurricane, there's so many regulations now, especially if you are doing a double wide, where you really are doing a government-backed loan. You're going to have to get an engineer's inspection done. So there's a lot to them, but those are all for future videos. So thanks so much for watching. Make sure if you are thinking about purchasing a manufactured home, make sure that you like the video. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. And then also go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell, because I'm going to try to do videos at least weekly with a lot of different information. And if you do have any kind of questions, please feel free to reach out. I'm going to have my contact information below in the description of the video as well for you. And I hope that you have a wonderful day. Thanks so much.